What is up, guys? This is Mao. I'm chilling in a park in Argentina. This is my first ever long form YouTube video. And today I want to talk about how to find the right goal to work on, okay? So I want to preface this because the foundation of this is that you will never be happy by achieving a goal, okay? This is what society wants you to think. This is what the system, the people that want you to work for their goals, this is what they want you to think, right? So like, just take the traditional society like structure, which is you work for 40 years, then you can finally retire and like be happy, basically, right? Like, that's basically what it is. If you work for 40 years, you'll finally achieve this goal of getting to the top of the ladder, whatever the fuck it is, to where you can finally retire and then finally be happy, right? So most people literally waste their whole lives not being happy because they're putting it off in this far distant future, but that never actually comes, okay? Even if you achieve it, even when you achieve it, okay, you still won't be happy. So the only way to be truly happy, and maybe it's not the only way, like, I'm not saying this is like the only way to fucking be happy, but like, if you want to be happy, experience a sense of fulfillment and happiness every day, this is when you're working towards the right goal, right? The goal that is in line with your soul's mission, or with your heart, like the goal that your heart wants, right? And so that's what I want to talk about, is how to know what that is, because a lot of times we are, making sure it's still recording because I already recorded this and it fucking stopped, is a lot of times the goal that your heart wants and your mind wants are different, right? So like, your heart could want something. Your heart could want to be a fucking movie star, or like you want to be a singer, right? But then your mind either doesn't think it's possible, or is like, oh, that can't be us, that can't be me, like that's only for certain kinds of people, right? So then your heart and your mind are not aligned, right? And so then maybe you convince yourself, like, no, I need to work this job, or I need to like actually become a manager at this place. Like, that's like your goal, like your mind's goal, right? But what your heart wants and what your mind wants are different. They're not aligned, right? They're not working together. And the thing is, there's this thing called outer intention, right? And outer intention gets activated, and it's what happens when your heart and your mind are aligned and are working towards the same thing, okay? And what this does is it actually makes achieving this goal like infinitely times easier, because it's not you working towards this goal and forcing your way through. You actually activate outer intention, which, like, the earth, the universe, things, life just naturally starts to work in your favor to realize this goal. Like, you create this goal by knowing that it's gonna happen. Your mind and your heart both believe it, and then it just happens. Like, it basically, that's how outer intention works, right? But it only happens when your heart and your mind are aligned, right? So it's like, how do you find what this goal is, right? So like, even for me, right, I'm sitting here, I'm talking about this stuff, and like, I don't even know what that is for me, you know? Like, is it a house? Do I want to be traveling? Do I want a family? Do I want kids? Like, do I want to be alone? Do I want to live in a van? Do I want to live in different countries? Like, I literally can't really picture myself. Yeah, so I've been sitting here at the park just fucking thinking about it, right? Journaling, and then I meditated a bit, and what I realized was that what my heart wants is to be able to do whatever I want and not have to be like, oh, I need to work right now, you know? So, because I want to be free. Like, that's what I want. So it's like, okay, well, what is the monetary equivalent to that? Like, okay, let's say it's $1 million, right? But I can't just have $1 million once. I need to have a business, or like a creative business that is giving me like propelling my lifestyle, like supporting my lifestyle, right? So I'm like, well, what is that? And here's the thing, there's a difference between your goal and then the door, right? The door that you walk through to achieve your goal, right? So if my goal is financial freedom, essentially $1 million, then there's like 50 fucking doors or more that I could walk through to get there, right? But the key is you have to choose the door that is going to make every day feel like a holiday when you're working towards it, okay? When you're walking through this door and every single day you're working towards this, every day should feel like a holiday, and it needs to be like what you truly want to be doing, right? So this is how you have to think about it. You have to find out first and foremost what your goal is, and then what is the right door for you to walk through. Because if you walk through the wrong door, every day is going to be fucking miserable, and you're not going to be happy. You're going to be waiting until you reach your goal to be happy. So you have to walk through the right door, right? So for me, I realized that it's building a fucking personal brand. Like building a personal brand around who you are, your values, your beliefs, like what you do is the most leverageable thing that you can do, right? Because you're sharing who you are. It's like the best way to meet other people that are like you, because you're pushing away the people that don't resonate with you and you're attracting the people that do, right? So personal brand literally gives you everything, at least for me, that I want out of life. So I basically came to the conclusion, like, that is the door that I have to walk through. And I love sharing stuff like this, and I love dissecting life, and that shit makes me feel good. I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, you need to figure these things out, but it's okay if you don't have them figured out, okay? What I did, I literally haven't done shit today except sit at this fucking beautiful park, and literally I've been journaling, I've been asking questions, and just like, what do I want? Do I want this? Do I want that? Like, I literally don't know. And then I just came here and I sat in silence for like 20 minutes, like meditating. And I didn't try to force anything to come out, but I was asking God to, like, you know, give me a sign, but not like, oh, I need this. And I quieted my mind. I silenced my mind, because you have to silence your mind to be able to hear your heart, because your heart only thinks in yes or no, okay? Your mind reasons and does all this other stupid shit that gets in the way of just knowing yes or no. So that's when I came to the realization that that's what I want, is to have freedom to where I don't have to work anymore, basically. And the door to that is a personal brand for me. So essentially, figure out what your goal is and figure out what the right door is for you to walk through. And the door, as you're working towards this goal, every day should feel like a holiday. So I hope this helps, and let me know in the comments if it does, if you like this type of video. And yeah, so cheers, much love, and have a good day.